Man, I can't believe this. YouTube actually allowed me to go live, and I'm here to basically share a message and talk about where my channel is going for the future. I want to see if I can set a time limit to at least speak on this topic for about 10 minutes, maybe 15 if I'm feeling good. But I wish in a way I could be like some of the creators that I watch, some of the larger creators where I just know that there are going to be some people coming into the stream. Unfortunately, here, nobody knows that I'm doing this, and I don't have a whole lot of followers. But this is something that I wanted to kind of start maybe every Monday, maybe every Tuesday, something early in the week to kind of set the tone for my content creation journey. I know for me, at this point, I've made a lot of videos that were pre recorded. And for whatever reason, making pre recorded content is somewhat nerve wracking. I just know that in this situation where I could just speak openly, one take, one shot, you know, I don't want to say that. I guess I could get flagged early on, but you get what I'm saying. Where you do these things in one shot and there's no do overs. I feel much more comfortable doing it that way. But anyway, for anybody who comes into this stream, if you see the replay, whatever the case is, I want to welcome you to the stream. I want to thank you for watching. And I want to get into the meat and potatoes of why I'm going live. It all started with a conversation that I had with my AI chatbot, ChatGPT, where I was trying to decide whether it would be worth it to go back to school to receive a master's degree in business. Now, I've always grown up and been of the mindset that degrees were kind of I don't know, kind of a waste of time. It was more expensive than the value that you would end up getting from the degree. And so I went out, using my GI Bill and all that stuff, and I got my degree. But the courses that I took didn't really manifest in me actually. Uh, I didn't use my degree for what it was intended for in the real world. So basically, I've gone maybe 10 years now with my degree doing something totally unrelated. But because I've gotten a little bored, I wanted to see if it would be worth it to go back to school for my master's. And so, in speaking to Chat GPT about this, it actually gave me a reading list. It gave me kind of a plan of action for me to begin um, furthering my education, self education, that is. And I just want to share a few of the books that it told me about. Now, the first thing I want to show is this bad boy right here. Everybody is familiar with this. This is the 48 Laws of Power. I've already been very familiar with this several times. I've listened to the audiobook on Audible probably 2 times, maybe 3 times that I can remember. When I get on the truck, I like to put that on and let it play. So I'm familiar with the 48 Laws of Power already. But it also gave me this one from Josh Waitzkin. This one right here, The Art of Learning. I can't wait to dive into this one. This one's an inner journey to optimal performance. Apparently, this guy is a chess master. Well, he was a child chess master, a prodigy. And soon after he began his chess journey, he decided to become a martial artist. I thought that was cool. I've also got Anti-Fragile. It recommended Anti-Fragile by Nassim Nicholas Taleb. This one right here, I'm not exactly sure what this one is about, but as far as the title, it was intriguing because obviously when you're pursuing any kind of goal, um, you're going to have thick skin. Just like in this live, when you see people jump in and then they leave, that's kind of disheartening, but we'll get better with that. Now, also recommended this one, which I had on the shelves for a long time. This is Principles by Ray Dalio. Principles is a book that I've I haven't dove into it yet, but soon, eventually, I'll get to the point where I dive into it as a part of this program. And the one that I started reading automatically, as a person who has kind of fallen susceptible to the business of betting parlays and things of that nature, um, Thinking in Bets by Annie Duke, excuse me. This one right here is so good. On the cover, it's called Thinking in Bets, Making Smarter Decisions When You Don't Have All the Facts. And really what I've gotten from this book so far, I'm about 48 pages in, is that life is more or less like betting, not like chess, where you're not going to really have all the facts when you have to make decisions. And we have to make decisions in a split second. Not only that, we can't judge our decisions by the results of those decisions. We have to really just come up with another way of determining, I guess, what's good and what's bad. Oh, I've got some comments here, which I'm so happy to see that. Dee Dee Jones says hi. How you doing, Dee Dee? Beckett asks, what are you reading? I'm not necessarily reading anything right now. I'm just showing a few books that I've got that are going to expand my mind a little bit here going forward. I'm putting myself through my own master's program that me and ChatGPT put together. So Beckett, the last book I was speaking about was Thinking in Bets by Annie Duke. I would highly recommend that so far. I'm only 48 pages in, but it's a great read up to this point. Oh, wow. The comments are actually coming in. This is great. I'm just running an experiment, folks. I really appreciate anybody who comments on this thing. Lily and Brian is cool. Says hi. How you doing, Lily and Brian? Glad you could make it. Glad you could be here. Hopefully you could stick around. But as I was saying, that's my plan, is to kind of read these books over the next 90 days. And from there, I want to begin to test my potential in the online marketing space. Many of us automatically go to making digital products and courses. I don't know if that's necessarily where I'm going to go, but I definitely want to study demographic information and find out how I could be of best service to people, through my content. Right now, I understand that there's a lot of people flooding the marketplace, attempting to make a name for themselves. And I don't necessarily want to make a name for myself for selfish reasons. I don't want you to watch me on live or anything like that if you get nothing from it. I want to be a benefit to anyone who watches the channel, which is going to require me to study and find out how I can best serve the people who watch the channel. So yeah, basically right now I'm on a 90-day reading challenge where I'm going to try and burn through these books and try and implement, the different tactics, strategies, or whatever in the books, so that hopefully my content will be tailored well to people who can get some good benefit out of it. But I never realized my eyes are pretty good, I guess. I can see these comments pretty well, but I never realized how tough it is to read comments and stay on track with what you're saying. Um, if you're in here right now, how does the sound? How is the sound coming across? If you can hear me well, give me a thumbs up in the chat. I'm gonna see if that actually works. Cause yeah, it's like these comments, they come up so fast, and I don't know necessarily if they're referring to a certain thing. But man, that actually felt good. For those of you who were in the comments. Okay, I got a thumbs up from Triple D Jones. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, I don't know exactly what else I'm going to say, but I would go ahead and tell you guys that this first experiment, just for you all to comment and for me to just get on here and talk, worked out pretty well. And so look forward to these things. It'll probably be earlier. I might make a message in the community tab to do this a little bit earlier. But yeah, I want to do this at least once a week because I believe that the internet is about community. It's not necessarily about me making short films or making documentaries or anything like that. People want to communicate with creators. And believe it or not, whether you think so or not, creators want to communicate with the community. I think we both need each other because without one, there's not the other. And the fact is, I don't want to sit behind the camera just talking out into space, not knowing if what I'm saying is connecting or landing, or if I'm even speaking about something that's relevant. I want to make sure that we're all on the same page, I guess. We got another comment from Triple D Jones says, "Can I see a dog?" Uh, I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that, but yeah, I don't have a dog to show you at this time. But yeah, I think this was a good experiment, and I appreciate everybody who actually watched this live stream. It's amazing. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And hopefully, if you got anything out of this, I will see you on Monday, next Monday. Probably be early in the morning, but I'll be back soon. Thank y'all for watching.